I had this amazing eye-popping experience during New Year's Eve that was both exciting and very, very scary at the same time. Happy New Year to everybody, by the way. It's 2024. Thank God 2023 is out the window and gone. It was a roller coaster ride. It felt like the roller coaster ride from hell. If you don't know who I am, my name is John Livingston, and I'm on a journey to basically create multiple sources of income so I don't have to depend on the RV business and depend on economy being good or bad to feed my family. Now, what I'm going to talk about during this video, I don't have a script for it, so this is very unscripted. And if you stop the video in the middle, you're going to miss out on some of the context of what I'm going to tell you. And what it's about is growing organically online a brand. And the exciting part is that it can happen, but it's extremely hard. And it's getting harder year after year after year, especially after the lockdowns. So in 2021, May 21st, 2021, I started the channel HBRV Lifestyle. That channel was not meant to be like what it is today. It was meant originally for me to film videos on walkthroughs on inventory of travel trailers, toy haulers, all kinds of RVs, and then post them on the backside of the website so that way we would have something else nobody else has. Especially during 2021 and the end of 2020, people were skeptical whether you had anything in stock. A lot of dealers would lie if they had something in stock. So I could timestamp videos, and it was just a bunch of fun. Fast forward to February 2022, I got monetized really by accident. My videos were garbage. My material, my content was terrible. It was just, I look back at it and go like, oh boy, yeah, that's cringeworthy. I mean, I've come a long way in 2.5 years. I really have. I want to give a big shout out to Film Booth, to Ed at Film Booth. I never paid for any of his stuff. I only listened to his stuff he gave out for free. And let me tell you, I will put and tag him in the description box because I really truly believe, even though he doesn't post nearly as much as he used to, his older videos, if you want anything on editing and you have no money to spend, listen to this guy. He's a genius, and I give a lot of my success up to him. I really do. Moving forward, I'm going to give you the short version. So between TikTok, YouTube, Instagram Reels, and what was it back then? Facebook Reels, which is still the same thing. In 2021, I reached 1 million views between the four. Being a brand new creator, having no idea what I'm doing. Creating short form, long form content. I had no clue what I was doing. I was just having a bunch of fun, screwballing around, and I got 1 million views. Fast forward to 2022, I went from 1 million views between all the platforms, okay, to 10 million views. And it was all organic, guys. I didn't pay anybody to do anything. Fast forward to 2023, and the growth stopped. In fact, it went backwards. Start with TikTok. Ever since TikTok Promote came out, I can't get past 500 views. It doesn't matter what I do. I create content that when you look in my analytics, people watch at least 70% of my video. Because I make it fun. I make the RV walkthrough experience on short form fun. I do 5-second ones, 30-second ones, 1-minute ones. And for the most part, everybody, different strokes for different folks. I've never seen anything like this. I'm not being shadow banned. That's not it. But for somebody that's used to having at least 4 videos a year, in 2022, 4 videos hit 1 million views for me on TikTok. I'm at 22,000 followers. I mean, it's not like everybody follows you when they're TikTok. It's just scroll, 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 scroll. So you don't get a lot of followers unless you do a lot of live streams. Which, on top of that, guys, my live streams in 2022, I would average 100,000 people watching it. Now, they wouldn't watch it very long because I'm not a game streamer. But if you look at the analytics, I would go live once a week on TikTok, and I would get, in an hour, 2 hour period, I get 100,000 people that at least joined it for at least 1 minute. So now I can't even get 600 people in an hour. So TikTok has made it all about money. It's now about how much money you're going to spend on TikTok promote. How much money are you willing to spend for TikTok to promote your video? How much money are you going to spend with an outside marketing company or marketing person to boost your content? It's now become an industry where if you want to be a content creator and you're a fresh content creator, don't expect fast growth organically. Now, if you're a thirst trap type of person, and I'm not just talking about women here, because there's one guy that thirst traps the crap out of women. Okay? He is like the debonair, best body, best looking guy. I'm not gay, and I can tell you, he's a really good looking guy. And he walks around without a shirt on and wrapped around in a towel and teases the hell out of women. There's a lumberjack that lives out in the middle of nowhere, and he rips logs like this. And it's like, you just look at the ladies, and the ladies, like, it's like, do you need a napkin, my dear? Do you need that drool wiped off? Can't blame them. But those guys, those type of thirst trap people, they organically grow. No problem. Okay? The older channels, Mr. Beast, grows organically because he got in the game a long time ago, but it took him how many years? If you listen to him, how many years? It took him 10 years. No, sooner than that. Sorry, 7 years to get where he's at today. Josh the RV Nerd, my inspiration behind my channel, took 9 years to get where he is. It's 9 years of organic growth. That's what they don't tell you. Organic growth is possible, but it takes years without spending money. That's what's scary, because not all of us have thousands of dollars to promote our channels, to get ahead of the competition. You know what? I did a test on my main channel. For 1 month, I hired a guy that only did thumbnails. Graphic designer. I told him create thumbnails. They're bitchin' thumbnails. It didn't help me grow. I used vidIQ's artificial intelligence to help me create titles for my videos. That didn't help. None of it helped. 2023 was a terrible, terrible year for me on social media, because it felt like if I took 1 step forward, I was taking 5 steps backwards. The better I got at my videos, the less views I got. So this is where I'm going with this. On the positive outlook of things, okay, I grew exponentially in December of 2023. We're talking about, I hit a record for long form views in 1 month. 120,000 long form views. It was the least amount of shorts I have ever had viewed, because I've always had a balance of shorts and long form. I usually got between 40,000 and 45,000 long form views a month, and it went down to 30,000 this year in 2023. Well, I should say last year now in 2023. So it went down 30%. And my shorts content went down 30% because more people are paying for the platform. Now, I'm going to go into this for a second, okay? This is probably what's going to irritate people a little bit is I found out the rabbit hole I kept going down ran me into a marketing person. I'm going to go over that next. But I went to 120,000 long form views. What did I change? Well, here's what I changed. I changed the format up that I did on my videos a little bit. And at the same time, I took a Google SEO course. They tell you that tags and description boxes don't matter to the YouTube algorithm. Hold on, excuse me. Bullshit! Oh, sorry, excuse me. It's total garbage. Tags, setting up your settings correctly on your language for your title and your video, and having a good description box matters. Because when I went back to vidIQ's older videos and I took an SEO course with Google, all of a sudden I changed all my video formatting, not just in how long the videos were or how I was filming them, because I always change things and experiment things on my videos. But all I did was I changed how I formatted my description box and my tags. And in 1 month, organic growth. Because the algorithm of anything, any artificial, any intelligence, including ourselves, needs information fed to us. If we don't get any information fed to us about how to make something, let's say we're told, here, go make rack of lamb with a red wine vinaigrette sauce. And we've never done it before, and we have no information of how to do it, we're going to just stare out in the atmosphere and guess on what we're going to do. That's the same thing with the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm, the AI, the recommendation system, needs information. It needs to know what your video is about. Description box. A great description box about not bullshit. I'm not talking about, oh, well, I'm going to create a bunch of keywords. No, an actual filled out description box that explains what the video is. Mine's usually about 2 paragraphs long, and then I just add a bunch of stuff like hashtags that are relevant. And I grew, and it's still going. So when they tell you that tags and description boxes don't matter, I don't even think they know. I think they truly believe it doesn't, but it does. It matters. I'm telling you, it matters. So now I've taken that same theory and I've wrapped it into the other channels that I'm building, and voila. Now, there's nothing I can do about Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, because you have to pay to play anymore to do those. Okay? But for YouTube, guys, there's opportunities there. But you have to work your butt off. The harder you're going to work, the luckier you're going to get. So I'm not telling you give up. I'm just telling you it's going to be freaking hard. It's going to be the most difficult thing you've ever done. But there's a secondary way to do it. Now, I refuse to do it this way because I'm afraid that it's going to screw up. I think eventually you'll screw it up. And I think that's why a lot of people that grow really quick burn out fast. The people who don't grow their audience organically over a 7 to 10 year period, I believe when they get the rush of 4 months and get all this YouTube or TikTok fame, they don't know how to stabilize it because, yes, they're an instant sensation, but they didn't grow the audience. They didn't fight the pain. Okay? So the rabbit hole I went down was I talked to a marketing gal who actually, she founded over, I think she said 75 Reddit groups. And they're from all kinds of niches, from cars to camping to cooking, all kinds of stuff. And she was showing me, she actually, we live streamed ourselves with each other. And she showed me that she can drop a link of a video into 75, 80 groups, and they don't get kicked. Like if I drop a link, if somebody asks me for a link to a video in Reddit, it gets automatically taken out. Automatically. She drops a link and it just stays there. She can reach over 1 billion people with one post. I'm going to repeat that. This young lady has the network that she's built over 15 years through Quora, Reddit, old school MySpace back in the day, Facebook groups, Instagrams. She's got 13 Instagrams that have an average of 800,000 followers. And all she does all day is drop links to videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels. She charges different levels, but she can get a channel monetized in 7 days just by dropping links. So if you've got a cooking channel, she's got like 4 cooking groups that can reach over 300 million people on the planet. She drops a link. How many people out of 300 million are probably going to want to see a Cajun food thing? Let's call it 1%. That's 30,000 views. That's how they do it. I watched a guy the other day, and it just blows my mind. I follow him because he does a lot of cool stuff about futuristic things. On December 31st, he was at 600 subscribers. On January 4th, he was at 227,000. And I'm pretty sure vidIQ is going to interview him. There's no, excuse my language, but there's no fucking way on God's green earth that happens naturally, or I should say organically. It's pay to play now. If you want to grow fast, you pay to play. I don't care what Gary Vee says. That rabbit hole I went down was eye-opening. There are websites out there that tell you what that brands use, that because this is how screwed up things are. There are websites out there that tell brands and corporations how your channel grew. Yes, folks, they have the analytics to say if they were external links or not. There's a website out there. I was shown it by a company called Nomad because they've been debating whether to sign me up as an ambassador for their product on that channel. They led me down this rabbit hole that I'm just like, I'm sitting there like, what the hell am I going to do? And then I realized, how do I work within the system? So, bottom line is, don't get upset. Don't get frustrated. Don't get mad at the artificial intelligence that runs the algorithm for YouTube. Don't get frustrated. Work harder on your craft. Mr. Beast says it perfectly. Your first 100 videos, you're not going to get any views. You don't deserve any views. He's basically telling you it takes 100 videos to begin the process of learning how to organically grow an audience. Rob at vidIQ tells you the same thing. Everybody tells you the same thing, but the problem is you see all these case studies of these people that super grow shit that could be just a flash in the pan. So don't give up. Just don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. One video at a time. Get your keywords right. get your description boxes right, get your end screens right, get your titles where they're not weird titles, get everything down where when somebody sees that's what I'm looking for, they want to click. But to get the opportunity, you have to give the algorithm more information. Until next time.